who we're on now. James Harden. You want to go first on James Harden?
Yeah, I could just go real quick on James Harden. So James Harden, if James Harden shows up in the playoffs and they win a chip, then James Harden is exonerated from these bad playoffs performances. James Harden has been having has not been showing up for the playoffs since he was coming off the bench in OKC. And that has not changed. So with that not changing, from James Harden not showing up to James Harden getting hurt to James Harden team missing 27 threes in a quarter or something like that. Like, James Harden has been a choke artist, or has been seen as a choke artist for a long time. And James Harden had a really, really good run where James Harden was, I think James Harden, does he have one MVP?
Yeah, this is one.
Yeah, he has one MVP, but he was like the runner up for three of them. So he was that guy for a long period of time. Like, he had one of the best stretches for a two guard in the history. Like, I don't remember D Wade having a better stretch, or AI having a better stretch, or anything like that when we're talking about the regular season. But James Harden, it's all about the playoffs. So if he win a championship, he can exonerate himself from being a perennial playoff bust.
Uh, yeah, I agree. I agree, but I'm gonna keep it like this. When it comes to James Harden, the three great he already one of the three best players who never won a championship. Him, Barkley, and Malone. I'm assuming everybody if they won't go that route. Um, Malone is known as a playoff choker too. Barkley probably just he ran to Jordan one year and then he just couldn't get back to what he wanted to be. Uh, but James Harden, I don't think he can go no lower than what he already is. He's one of the greatest regular season scorers of all time, probably one of the greatest scorers of all time. Probably I don't think you can name 10 better scorers than him. He had one of the greatest seasons of all time. Um, so I don't think there's a negative if he don't win. I think it's all positive if he wins. I think me and you talked about this off camera. I have him number 3 all time. I think I would edge him above D Wade. Like, if I'm going by the load he was carrying and what he was doing in the regular season, you want to give D Wade more props for what D Wade did in the playoffs. Cool, but I challenge you to find good playoff runs outside those championship runs. D Wade wasn't that great in the playoffs either. Like, he had okay runs, but same as James Harden to me. Um, Most people wouldn't have James Harden number 3. I'm not mad at that. Like, if you want to say D Wade, you want to say AI, you want to say Clyde, you want to say. I know Jerry West get mixed in that point guard shooting guard discussion. I'll have Jerry West above James Harden, but I think a championship with James Harden would solidify him as the third best shooting guard of all time, depending on how you put Jerry West. And that's pretty much his ceiling. After that, I'm not even I'm not even sure what he'll be playing for if he win a championship.
No,
Like
listen, I got you.
like another run. That's literally like the cap of his career. He's not gonna get a defensive player of the year, no shit like that. So that's pretty much the cap of his run if he win a championship. Like, we don't expect him to win 2. Like, let's be real. Like, you win
No,
one.
no, you're right. Right now he's in that realm where you can have an argument between him and AI, based on the fact that what they offered you was basically the same thing. AI has a finals appearance over him, which I do think that when it comes down to James Harden's competition, it was much more than what AI had to go through. But if you wanted to make the argument for AI, you can make the argument for AI over James Harden. I don't have AI over James Harden, but you can make the argument for it.
Well, yeah,
And I
D-Wade.
think consensus is D Wade is number 3. I think James Harden can possibly hop D Wade with a chip.